Hey everyone, it's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. After listening to this clip of Chris's answer to charging on the Aptera, it seems like it's almost a foregone conclusion that we are going to get the Tesla plug on the Aptera. That's the plug that's been on the Alpha vehicles, and we see it in the back, and it fits nicely back there because of its size. And it seems, he's always spoken pretty highly of the Tesla plug, and after listening to this, I think that's definitely what we're getting. Listen and tell me if you disagree.
Full topic that we love to talk about. Do we have any picture slides?
We
of this?
don't.
But we feel that the charging infrastructure in the U.S. is terribly lacking for where we want to be in 10 years. I mean, it's easy to say that Washington state wants to have an all-electric vehicle fleet by 2030, and California wants to have an all-electric vehicle sales mandate by 2035. The grid is not ready. The infrastructure is not ready. All the way from, how the utilities deal with electric vehicle charging. We're facing brownouts here in California because we have a lot of electric vehicles on the grid, and no one's added the extra, electrical grid infrastructure to compensate for that. But in the future, all the way down from how the utilities handle that to how you actually plug your vehicle in. And, years ago, we saw the evolution of the J1772 connector. And I think we all marveled at the inadequacy or elegantness of that connector, that it was big and clunky and looked like a hair dryer or, something else. It just wasn't elegant at all. And then one day, Tesla brought out their charge plug, and it was beautiful. It was this, elegant little, comfortable handle that you just shoved in an electric vehicle. And I thought like, oh, electric vehicles are the future. Like that little plug will get even more elegant over time. And sadly, the opposite has happened. It hasn't gotten more elegant than the Tesla charging standard. It's gotten worse. You look at like CHAdeMO came out right after Tesla, and then we got CCS and these DC fast charge plugs. I mean, they're bigger than grandma's arm, and you got to plug them into your vehicle, and they get these big clunky cables. I mean, the Tesla charging standard is what the U.S. standard should be. They're installing charging networks cheaper than anybody else, and their charge plug is the most elegant solution out there by far. 150 kilowatts through the little tiny handle that even your child, my child's 10 years old, he's kind of a big boy now, but that even your child can plug in. Not these big monstrosity of chargers that have these crazy cables and locking mechanisms, and it's just it infuriates me to see the state of some of the charging standards when we could have the Tesla standard.
Yeah, my personal experience with a friend of mine's new plug-in hybrid, we couldn't unplug it once it was charged, and we had to actually go on the Googles and search and find out how to unplug it. And you have to unlock the vehicle to do that. But it's like the complete opposite approach of how Tesla has taken, of just making it simple, small, efficient, easy to use. So I think your point's well made.
I think we feel strongly about the U.S. adopting Tesla's charging standards, and we think we'll ask your help in the next few weeks and months on helping to try to force that action.
So it's pretty clear that Chris is a big fan of the Tesla plug, and he feels like that's the best plug. And after hearing him talk about that several times, and this has been kind of the most forceful, direct endorsement of it, I feel like they are moving to the Tesla plug. I think that's fine, but this idea of having the U.S. adopt a Tesla plug as the de facto standard, I think that is not going to happen. The industry has coalesced around CCS one charging, and that's what all the other EV manufacturers, Hyundai, Ford, GM, VW, all of them are moving to that. I seriously doubt that they are going to revert to the Tesla plug. That I don't think is happening. So most likely what's happening is we're going to get Tesla plug with adapters for the CCS plug and the J1772 plug, which I think is fine because the J177 adapter is very, very cheap. And if they can make a reasonably priced CCS adapter, then that gives us access to possibly the superchargers. It'll definitely give us access to Tesla destination chargers, and it gives us access to CCS chargers and to J177 chargers. with 2 adapters. I think that's fine. That should work out fine. And actually, if they have just a CCS adapter, it may be just one adapter, and you can use the top part of it for J1772, and then use the full plug for DC fast charging. And that would be kind of a neat solution. It would give the Aptera the widest access to all the different charging things. It would give you access to Tesla, possibly the supercharger, and then J1772 for level 2 charging, and DC fast charging with the what will almost definitely be the continuing standard, the CCS 1 port. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Comment below what you guys think. Do you think we're moving definitely to a Tesla plug? Of course, I'd like to thank all of our sponsoring members, and thank you guys for watching, and have a great day, everyone.